Did you press record, Shanika? Like, I'm gonna fire you and I don't even pay you. Hello, my name is Mercedes Bentley Lincoln. And, like, I have a message from Mr. Tyler Perry. Like, I really like your show, the haves and the have-nots, because, like, that is me. Like, I used to have not, but now I have. I, like, really like how you brought back, like, the nighttime soap opera. Like, it's so dope. Like, the classic nighttime soap opera, like, the Knots Landing and, like, the Falcon Crest. But, like, I was thinking that you could pull an old-school daytime soap opera move and bring Amanda back. Like, I think that the fans would really love it. It would be so dope. Like, let's say that, like, let's say Amanda put an ad on, like, the Craigslist, and, like, she put an ad for a twin, like, a lookalike for a project, but then when she met the twin, she, like, killed the twin and put the twin in the house, and she just wanted to, like, punish her mom and dad. She wanted to punish, like, Jim and, like, Catherine, and so she just wanted them to think that she was dead when she really wasn't dead. Like, I think that would be so dope. And, like, let me back up for a second. Like, I'm not saying anything bad about the Craigslist, because, honey, let me tell you, like, I have not always been a baller. Like, I used to be on the Craigslist, like, the 24, like, the 7. Like, I think Craig is, like, so dope. Like, Craig is that dude. Like, Craig is my homie from, like, way back. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I really think that that would be really dope. And, like, maybe, like, Amanda has, like, been hanging out, like, in, like, Atlanta with Madea. Oh, my God, that would be so dope. And, like, maybe, oh, like, maybe I could get a cameo on the show. And, like, I could be, like, a classmate to, like, Amanda and, like, Candace. And, like, my auntie Madea is, like, a really bad woman. So I told, like, Amanda she could go hang out and hide for a while with my auntie in Atlanta. I really think that that would be, like, dope. I, like, think the fans of, like, the haves and the have-nots, they would be like, hallelujah, kind of like Madea. Like, I know, I think it would be so dope. So anyway, hold on for a second. Who is bothering me while I'm trying to record? Oh, honey, let me tell you, Kevin Hart just liked one of my pictures on the gram. So anyway, if you really like the idea, you can hit me up on the gram too, Mr. Perry. Or you can hit me up on the Facebook or on the Twitter. Or you can hit me up right here, because I really think that bringing Amanda back would, like, yeah, that would be that dope stuff. So holla at your girl. Show. I am Angela Ray, and today I have actress and producer Tenaya Cleveland. Tenaya, welcome.
Thank you very much.
I am excited to talk to you because you have quite a few things going on, and you know, I remember one of the first things I remember seeing you on was Tyler Perry's The Haves and the Have-Nots.
Yes.
Professor Cannon's wife, right? Mm-hmm. And I was so hoping you were gonna kill Amanda, and she killed herself.
You know, I mean, a lot of people were hoping for a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool when you show up on the set to get your wardrobe done, and the wardrobe people are like, all right, we've got all these ideas. And you're like, ooh, maybe something's going to happen with this. It was one of these characters that a lot of people who worked on the show seemed to really want to see her come back. And a lot of people who became the fans that I interacted with also were like, what's going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, I was happy to be on 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Amanda killed herself, and she couldn't get her revenge on Amanda. Well, it wasn't even just Amanda, but it was also your husband,
the professor, right?
Yeah,
everyone was like, when's the wife going to find out and, like, you know, rail on the husband?
Yeah. We would love to see this chick get her revenge, perhaps.
I mean, I always thought it would be fun to, I don't know the whole storyline now, but because I haven't watched all of the most recent episodes, but I always thought it would be fun to somehow tie the wife back in. She comes back and she somehow finds out, or she's come back to get her revenge on, because the professor gets killed.
Right.
Yeah. So, like, it would be fun if the wife suddenly was, like, had a vendetta against the family, or who knows.
Oh, that would be interesting. So, you and I talked a little bit before the show, and you've been in the entertainment industry pursuing acting for about 15 years. Talk about those early days of your start in the industry.
Yeah, well, so I've been in the union for 15 years. I actually was pursuing even before that, but I consider that my professional pursuit has really been 15 years. But I decided when I was a kid that this was what I wanted to do. It was just a matter of how.
Yeah.
And it can be challenging as a kid to figure out, you know, how to do that, but The early years, well, I was very misguided.
Uh-oh.
I was one of these people who
Misguided,
thought...
imagine that.
I was one of these people who thought, oh, it's just my destiny, and I don't have to train, and I just am going to figure out how to make this happen, because people have this idea. Train, people, train. That's my number one thing. Like,
absolutely.
And it's always a challenge figuring out how to support yourself while pursuing this career, depending also on your background, your personality type, your family, a lot of different factors. But for those of us who don't come from families where we have a lot of wealth at our you know,
disposal.
That's the word I'm looking for. And where I decided not to go to college, I just wanted to like pursue this thing, and so it was a lot of just navigating how to live while pursuing acting. And in LA, where I was at the time, it was not easy. It was not easy. But I finally figured out to take classes and to start doing more theater and little independent projects with friends, and you know, started getting a little more established, and that's that.
So you're going to be on Vampire Diaries, and I understand the process. You audition. First of all, you're so glad when you get that email, phone call from an agent.
Yeah.
You go into audition. Sometimes you may even tape your audition, and then you get on set. What was it like working on Vampire Diaries?
Oh, they were great. I was on a wonderful set a long time ago, 6 Feet Under. That was one of my favorites. This one.
Oh, that was on HBO, right? The show about the brothers in the funeral home business?
Yeah, it was a whole family.
Right.
And there were 2 brothers, a sister, and the mom after the dad dies, and all of their adventures.
Yeah, I watched it for a little while.
It was a good show. It was an amazing set to be on. There was a magic there. And I feel like I've worked on a good amount of sets, from very low budget to pretty high end. And there's certain sets that you just kind of feel, I don't know, there's just something really cool in the air. And that's how it felt on this set. And the people that I worked with they treated me like gold, which doesn't always happen when you have a smaller role. There are no small roles, but you know what I mean. Not a lot of screen time.
Well, you don't have a lot of screen time.
Yeah. And they were just awesome. And the director, Jeff Schatz, treated me like I was the star of the scene.
Which, and this is Vampire Diaries, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because we were talking about 6 Feet Under as well.
No, but Vampire Diaries, I was just sort of comparing the feeling of being on a great set, you know?
Okay.
And so, just like 6 Feet Under, where they treated us really well, this was another one of those sets where they treated us really well. And it was really great working with Jeff, because even though I had, again, not a lot of screen time, he really took time with me as a director. He's definitely an actor's director. And this is he's making his foray into directing after being behind the camera as a camera operator for a long time on a lot of different shows. I think this is the 2nd episode he has directed of the Vampire Diaries. So it was great to work with him, and I'm excited to see where he goes with his career too.
Yeah. Well, it's always good when you can make that type of connection too with a director. And as actors, even though we don't want to be needy, sometimes we are, and we crave it. Yeah,
it helps, man.
So you're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yes.
All right, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is actress and producer Tenaya Cleveland.